Mae'n bleser enfawr I gyflwyno'r ymgyrchydd diflino canlynol. It's a huge honour for us to introduce the following unrelenting campaigner for peace. It's Councillor Davies.
Croeso I pobl dod o Llundain and croeso I pobl yn dod I demonstrating yma. Today I welcome you with all my heart, because today you've rekindled the fire in so many bellies right throughout Newport and right throughout Wales. So there is a plus to the disgraceful fact that the First Minister of Wales and Newport Borough Council welcomed NATO with open arms. And the plus is this, that it's given us the opportunity to tell the world and to tell the country and to tell NATO what we think of them. Now the fire started for me when I was a young lad miner of 15 years of age during the war. And I was taking out the daily work to all around the miners. And I opened the page, and it was a disgraceful bosom where a nuclear weapon had fallen on Hiroshima. And the sight was terrible. And it set a flame burning in my stomach, which have never gone out to this day. And then I met one day in a meeting, before he got polluted by Parliament and Westminster, I met Michael Foot. And he started speaking about nuclear weapons. I said, what can I do? He said, what you can do, he said, what all the people do, he said, is go out and demonstrate. He said, you won't win it today, you won't win it tomorrow, he said. But one day, he said, you will win it. Now, many of you will have the opportunity probably to go and to a First World War commemoration. But what they're not telling you in that First World War commemoration, that corrupts the arms manufacturer in Germany was sending arms to France and to Britain. And the arms manufacturer in Britain was sending arms to France and to Germany. And it's the same thing today. Where do you think the arms are coming from that's creating the war at present in the Middle East? All the arms that NATO, through the arms trade, have put into Afghanistan have been left there. They're finding their way into the Middle East. There's no factories in the Middle East. Where have all the arms from Iraq gone? They're in the Middle East. Where have all the arms gone from Libya? They're in the Middle East. Where's all the arms we give those so-called freedom fighters in Syria? They're in the Middle East. And they don't mind, because while the bombs and the killings going on, the chink of the dollar and the pound and the euro is music to those people's ears. And so we've got to make... And so last week, comrades, last week we were here when NATO was at the podium by there. And we stormed onto the podium, and we told the people on that day what NATO was all about. And then we went down to the waterfront down there, and there was tanks and there was guns and there was armoured cars, and people were putting their children up onto the tanks, etc. And I told them, and I told the parents, they're going to be fodder for the next war. And I said, well, you're giving your children sweets from Afghanistan and cakes from Libya and cakes from everywhere else. I said, NATO people are up in the Celtic Manor in Newport planning the next war. And I said, well, how is it going to be funded? It's going to be funded from your taxes. And I'm so very, very grateful, therefore, that we've had the opportunity. And now the last thing I want to say is this. A big thank you to the NATO people who've been burning the midnight oil night after night throughout since January. A big thank you to Mary Walsh, who organised the walk all through Wales. Can I tell you this? When the Romans come to Wales, we kicked them out. When the Anglo-Saxons come to Wales, we kicked them out. And when the Normans to Wales kicked them out, because we were a peaceful people. Now one day, comrades and friends, one day, just one day, because of you and because of the power of the people, there's no bloody power in Parliament at all. You'll be going to an election now next year, but there's no power there in Parliament. The power is with you. And when those olive trees of peace burst over Palestine, burst over Gaza, burst over the Middle East, burst over the Ukraine, and burst over Newport, that will be the day when we'll celebrate a good future for our kids. Thank you, comrades. Free Palestine!